I'm gonna be honest with you. I got the iPhone 15 Pro right here, and I think everybody's excited about the wrong freaking thing. We about to talk about this. So we're gonna have some real talk today. Okay, let's go.
Playing chess, I see a king, I'm at his neck. I'm 3 steps ahead of every move, now that's a check. Yes, they wanna know my secret, it's because I never slept. All my nightmares of me.
What's up, y'all? Tight Shirt Taylor Warfield back for another video. It's a beautiful freaking fall day, and I just left the gym, which is why I'm sitting outside in gym clothes. And yes, the sun is passing by. It's windy out here. People running their lawnmowers, and the sun keeps coming in and out. So, you know, the ISO, white balance, all that stuff, it might change throughout the video, but, you know, who cares? Anyways, hope you're having a good day so far. Remember to be thankful for your life today because you did not have to have that. The iPhone 15 Pro so far is my favorite iPhone that I've ever owned. Okay, I skipped the iPhone 14 Pro, so I came from iPhone 13 Pro, and it's a pretty significant upgrade for me. We'll get into this more in a minute, but the iPhone 15 Pro is also receiving a whole lot of freaking flack that I need to address first before we really get into the meat potatoes. Okay, first of all, there are some people that are suffering from overheating. Okay, I've seen it, to be honest. There are some people's devices that are preventing them from charging and stuff, just doing regular tasks, and hopefully these are just a batch of fluke devices, but I haven't had any overheating problems so far. I also don't really care if my phone gets hot. I don't care if I'm driving down the street and my engine gets hot. You know, the phone is processing. It's using energy, and heat is the byproduct. Come on, y'all, act like we done been through physics class before. But I do agree that the phone shouldn't be getting hot and restricting features because of that under normal circumstances. With that being said, the other thing people are doing is freaking bending the phones and throwing the phones off of cliffs and balconies. Like, how dumb are y'all? Of course the phone is going to break if you do that. I don't care how durable it was compared to last year. I'm not chucking my phone off of a balcony wondering if it's going to break or not. Of course it's going to freaking break. Anyways, I digress. And here's our freaking airplane we've been waiting all day. I think people are overhyping the wrong thing on the iPhone 15 Pro. Even Apple, during the keynote, all Apple freaking talked about when it came to the iPhone 15 Pro, I would say majority, was the camera. And I'm not saying that the camera upgrades are insignificant, because they are not insignificant. They're actually pretty powerful updates. And I want to sit right here for a moment because I need to address some of you, all right? Just because the iPhone 15 Pro's camera updates are not of benefit to you doesn't mean that for other people that they're not huge upgrades. I'll use me in this specific example, okay? I own other cameras that honestly all can output way better quality than even iPhone ProRes log, okay? So if I make a decision that I'm gonna film something in log, I'm already gonna go get my freaking camera. Sorry, I'm not scripting this, so that's why I'm stuttering and stumbling all over the place. But I'm gonna go get my freaking camera that can offer me much better image quality than an iPhone 15 Pro. But I also understand that not everybody has that luxury. I also understand that not everybody takes a camera with them all the time. And I also understand that there's some people who just want to be able to do that stuff on their phone. And there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, just because it's not for me doesn't mean that it's not for the next person. And just because it's not for me doesn't mean that it's not significant or that I should be saying that it's a useless feature. It's not. It's just not for you. Okay, rant over. Although the 15 Pros and 15 Pro Maxes, Apple, I'm still pissed at y'all because y'all gatekeeping with this whole storage ProRes thing, but neither here nor there. The camera upgrades are fantastic, okay? But for real, I think people are focused on the one true upgrade that really makes this worth upgrading to, and that is freaking USB-C. And I'm actually gonna go back and erase what I said in my last video, because I said people who had the iPhone 14 Pro should not upgrade to the 15 Pro, and I lied, because you absolutely should. Not for the cameras. I mean, get the cameras if you want them, but the major upgrade is USB-C. USB coffee is what I like to call it, because I want some freaking coffee right now. Anyways, what Apple has done, and I'm gonna also throw this in there. It's gonna be some people in the comments, oh, Android phones have fed USB-C for so long, and they're right. Oh, Android phones have been able to connect cameras and microphones and etc., etc. You're right, but shut up. We don't care. We talk about iPhones, and this is the first iPhone that has a USB-C, and honestly, we should have been freaking had it, but here it is now. So I want to take a moment. I'm gonna go in the house and show y'all some of the things, not all of the things, because I'll be here for freaking 2 years trying to show you every one of the 90 bajillion USB-C devices that I own, but I'm gonna show you a few examples of why USB-C on the iPhone 15 Pro is the bigger upgrade than the camera. Let's get it. All right, here is an example of why USB-C on the iPhone is so dope, because I hate using a creators app on Sony cameras because it's buggy. You can only transfer 8-bit footage. It takes long to transfer everything. So I can plug up my camera with USB-C to my phone and go into my Files app, and the memory card structure is right there. If I click on this clip, I can play it with no lag, no waiting, nothing like that. The other reason that this is powerful, because now in Lightroom, I could just go to import directly from connected camera or card. So if I have photos on here, if I go to the right photos, I don't have no photos on this card, but you get what I'm trying to say. Now I can import with one freaking cable. I don't need any adapters. I don't need dongles. I don't need any of that stuff. I can just plug it up to any pretty much camera, and I can access whatever's on there from my phone, which is super handy for people that edit in like Lightroom, LumaFusion. You know, any editing app on your phone is clutch. Let's try the drone out and see if that works. All right, so we got the Air 3, a freaking rotten banana. Let's go ahead and turn the Air 3 on. Okay, stick it right in the back of the Air 3. And then go to Files and see if the Air 3 pops up in here. Let's wait a moment. Actually, let's go back. And there it is, internal storage. Come on, focus. Internal storage right there. So I can access everything that's on the Air 3's internal storage. And if I were to put an SD card in here, I can also access what's on the SD card. Again, without needing to use DJI Quick Share, without needing to do anything except for plug it up to my freaking phone to access everything that's on here. There's some stuff that obviously still doesn't work. For example, the Action 4, if we plug it up via USB-C, we'll get a message on the screen that says, device uses too much freaking power and it's not gonna work. You see it right there, cannot use accessory. The accessory uses too much power. So I don't know why the Action 4, and I said Action 3 earlier, I meant Action 4. The Action 4 does not work with it. I have some Sony XM5s right here, and initially I thought, yo, I could just plug up the iPhone to the XM5s and then probably get some super high quality audio. Well, no, it doesn't work like that with the XM5s, but it does charge them, which I'm trying to record and do this at the same time. So if we plug it in, I could at least charge other accessories with my iPhone. Now, if you use an iPhone, the newer iPhone that has USB-C to another one that has USB-C, the two iPhones are smart enough to figure out which one has more power and which one has less power. And it'll send out the power from the one with more power to the one with less power. Now, if you try using an older iPhone, it won't work that way. It'll only go from the device with more power to the iPhone with less power. Now, if you use an Android phone, it kind of doesn't really know what to do. So sometimes you'll plug up an Android phone and it'll charge the Android phone, or vice versa. I gotta take this call real quick. All right, here's another use case, and sorry if y'all hear my stepdaughter upstairs. And by the way, she does have Down syndrome, so y'all cut her some slack. She believes she's Beyonce in her head, and I love that she thinks that, and I support her 100%. But that's what that noise is if y'all hear. Anyways, I have the iPhone 15 Pro hooked up to my PlayStation 5 controller, and I'm using PS Remote Play, and it's all going through the USB-C cable. Now, the only issue is the phone actually charges the controller at the same time, and also it disconnects the audio, so you would have to route the audio through like a pair of Bluetooth headphones. But you can easily, I mean, you could connect this via Bluetooth to your phone and do it that way, but you could also just plug up a USB-C cable, no problem. Oh man, that coffee is so freaking good. But anyways, I got a couple things I want to show you, and don't mind my desk, it's a freaking mess. This is the life of a content creator. So the next question that some of y'all probably want to know is, can you use like USB-C hubs? Well, I have a few of them and none of them work. So this is old generic one. This is actually old but it's got 4 USB ports on it. When you plug in the hub, it doesn't recognize anything. I even tried a newer one. This one is made by Satechi to see if I can plug up devices through this and then plug it up to the iPhone, maybe to try to plug up 2 hard drives instead of 1. And it seems Apple is smarter than us, or these are just not compatible. Either way, didn't work. Okay, now the next question is, what happens when you plug up the iPhone to the PlayStation? Well, nothing happens. The next question is, what happens when you plug up the iPhone to the studio display? And I'll show you this, and sorry that it's dark, let me bump my ISO. And again, it is literally, I ought to be ashamed of myself. Okay, now let's go ahead and plug this up. Got that plugged in, and the studio display lights up. I don't know, let's go to the internet, okay, and rotate that. Then it'll rotate on the screen, but it is pretty low resolution. Now, it does charge the phone. Now, I also tried to connect the iPhone 15 Pro to this Logitech MX Keys 2. The only thing that it does is charges the keyboard. It won't even recognize it on the phone as an input source, which is, you know, a limitation of iOS. But there's one other thing I want to show y'all that's real dope. Okay, now these are my SteelSeries Wi-Fi gaming headphones. Now, if y'all don't know how Wi-Fi headphones work, there's a little USB-C dongle that's plugged right into the PlayStation 5, and this transmits all the audio over Wi-Fi. So you could go anywhere in your freaking house, and this is dope if you play COD or something like that, and you need to go AFK, you need to run upstairs, whatever you need to do, and you can still chat with the homies all over your house. And I was like, I wonder if this will work on the iPhone. So let's test it out. All right, let's plug it in. Nothing happened. Let's go ahead and put the headset on. We got to turn it on first. Is it dead? Better not be dead, bro. All right, here we are. All right, the good thing is I can hear myself. Let's try to play some music real quick and see if it works. It plays the audio. So it's playing the audio over Wi-Fi headphones via USB-C coming from the phone. Oh, this is crazy. And the mic on these sounds great. You know what? Let me make a FaceTime call. Hold up real quick. Let me call Devin and CJ and see what they up to. These slime buckets. I bet you they won't answer. Come on, y'all. Answer the phone, brah. Trash. Neither one of them answer. Let's call Deuce since he right upstairs. All right, CJ and Devin answer, so I'm calling my boy Deuce upstairs. What's up, boy? All right, let me put the phone down because some of y'all are probably like, oh, you can hear the audio. That's, you know, the phone is picking up the audio from the phone itself. So I'm gonna back up. Hey, champ, I got a question for you. Can you still hear me? Do I sound good? Like, do I sound immaculate? You can hear me perfectly fine. Okay, I know y'all can't hear him right now, but I'm about 8 to 10 feet away from the phone, and he said he can hear me like I'm just talking on the phone. So anyways, meaning I can talk on my gaming headset through my iPhone 15 Pro, and it sounds amazing. And they're Wi-Fi headphones. It's not Bluetooth, it's Wi-Fi headphones. That's amazing, ain't it? I love you, dude. You a bot, man. Leave me alone, bot. So there we have it. The gaming headset even works for music and for phone calls with a much higher quality mic. So that's actually pretty clutch. I don't know when I would ever use this, but I suppose if I didn't have like a pair of XM5s laying around or another decent pair of headphones, this could work in a pinch if you got a Wi-Fi gaming headset. I don't know. All right, there's one other thing I wanted to tell you that works. I just couldn't find a piece, but I tested it before. And that's for you people that don't own SSDs. If you have a USB-C to SD card reader, you can still plug in a V30 or faster card and record 4K 60 ProRes directly to SD card without having to use an SSD. What I'm trying to say is I didn't go around the house, testing out every freaking device that I have that has USB-C. You can go around your own house and test things out. Some things work, some things don't. But what's dope is that we're able to do this stuff on the iPhone now. Yes, Apple could open it up more and give us more freedom, but I'm pretty happy with the freedom that we have. Go around your house, test stuff out, see what works, see if you can plug in microphones, keyboards, mice, camera accessories, hard drives, see what works. It's actually a pretty fun experiment. But anyways, let's go back outside and finish this video. Okay, so obviously, like I said, I'm not about to sit here and cover every single little freaking device device that could work with this USB-C cable, because I just don't have the time. And you got different devices in your house, go test it yourself or watch one of the other videos on YouTube. There's plenty of them, okay? The USB-C upgrade is very significant, okay? Especially for somebody who deals with media all day, like me. I don't always like relying on the Sony Creator app or the Lumix app because they're buggy, they don't work sometimes, they're slow. The fact that I could just pull out a USB-C cable and plug my camera up now and just pull my files off of it and just get whatever I need off of it or charge my other devices. I'm glad that Apple did not restrict the USB-C port. True enough that there's some things that still don't work, but the majority of things do work. And the fact that you can connect SD cards and record to them and all that stuff, like, it's just, for me, it's the biggest upgrade. So I'm not saying that the camera update is insignificant, but I think people are hyping the wrong thing, and USB-C is actually the star of the show. And if you have a 13 or let me go back even further, a 12, a 13, a 14, and you can afford it and your carriers give you the option to upgrade, yes, it's worth upgrading only for USB-C. And of course, you get the extra upgrades and stuff on top of that. But get it because of USB-C. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree. I'm sure some of the people in the comments, oh, Terry, put some shirts on or put some bigger shorts on. Or, Terry, you stupid this, or, you know, I don't. Just go ahead. I'm here for it. Okay, I'm a big boy. I can take it. Go ahead and say what you need to say. Just don't come in here talking stupid. Okay. Till next time, I'm out of here. Tight shirt, Terry Warfield. Peace and chicken grease. Y'all have a great day.